So guys, I'm here at IFA Berlin 2025. I've got my badge and I've been inside checking stuff out. Not only is it the latest tech and gadgets that you're going to see around the year, but also what's important here is seeing the creators and creator friends that I've known over the past couple of years, but I haven't got the chance to meet. So do let me know, because there is going to be some very familiar faces in the tech space when it comes to YouTube. Let me know in the comments box below who you recognize, who you don't recognize, and let's see who the most popular creator is. So because it was my first time at IFA, I really didn't know what to expect. But let me just say, walking around this event, I definitely got my steps in. Now, this event was huge in my opinion. And let me just show you the map on screen of how big this event was. This shows you all the different rooms. And bear in mind, this goes on to 2 floors. So some companies are on top floor, some on bottom floor, depending on how they're arranged and what category they are. So yeah, it was huge. Now here's a pre-warning. Some of the content in this video, there may be some flickering. It is annoying. Trust me, it was very annoying at the IFA event when I was trying to record the content. But I've tried to do everything I can in post to minimize the flickering. But just be aware, some of the footage may be better than other bits of the footage. But yeah, let me take you through IFA Berlin, what I saw and how it went. So walking around, something I did get told by my other creator friends is they have this creator hub. And that's a place where creators can go to relax, to chill, to get some work done. What they also had there was their own podcast studio kind of room, which I actually recorded my first podcast with Pete, you might see on screen now, and Alex, and that was a really nice experience as well. Also at the event, something we had access to as creators was free Red Bull. And let me just say, as an energy drink connoisseur, I probably drank way too much caffeine that week, but you don't say no to free Red Bull, am I right? At IFA, there were so many brands, as you saw on the map, and I saw so much different tech. But to be honest with it being my first time, I got so consumed and I forgot to record a lot of it. I was literally just having a really good time trying to find my way around. But there was some booths I wanted to check out. I had to stop by the Dreo booth because this place is basically a smart home paradise. And we can't brush past the fact I was surrounded by fans. Now, they've got everything on display so you can really get hands-on, try stuff out, ranging from smart fans that automatically adjust to keep the air moving just right and also going to follow you around the room, humidifiers and heaters that balance your space perfectly, and even sleek water purifiers for cleaner, fresher drinking water. And in the kitchen section, they had this smart cooker / air fryer combo you can actually control with your phone, find recipes. Right now, they're the #1 tower fan brand on Amazon in the US, UK and Germany, and also the #1 heater brand on Amazon in the US and UK. Which brings me to the product that really stood out for me, the Dreo Smart Whole Room Heater 714S. Now this thing is small but seriously impressive. It uses 3D whole room heating, so it's blasting airflow at both vertical and horizontal oscillation. So instead of just warming one spot of the room, it actually circulates the warmth to keep the entire room even. It takes just 2 seconds to start feeling the heat. There's also an eco mode that automatically maintains your ideal temperature while cutting energy costs. Also, it can be fully controlled with the Dreo app. Works with Google Home and Alexa just like their other devices. Now safety is also a big priority. It's got tip over protection, overheat shutoff, and a flame retardant housing. It's built for peace of mind. I'll actually be collaborating with Dreo later on in the year. I'm not sure yet exactly which products I'll be testing. Hopefully it's this heater because winter is coming and I'd love to have something like this keeping me warm. You can check out their products using the link in the comments box below. So when I visited the ESR booth, I saw some of their new products for the iPhone 17 series, including their cases, so the CyberTough, the Classic and the Silicon case. But what was more interesting was their Qi 2.2 chargers they had. Obviously this Qi 2.2 is that new technology that instead of giving us that 15 watt of wireless charging on the iPhones, it's going to give us that 25 watts. And as somebody that uses wireless charging probably 90% of the time, this is something I can definitely get by. So ESR had this new car charger, which of course was Qi 2.2. And what it had, as well as the 25 watts charging, was this new latch system, which is supposed to provide a better connection to the vents in your car and provide a more sturdy experience when you're putting your phone on. Another thing they had was their 3-in-1 travel charger, so you can charge your AirPods, your Apple Watch and your iPhone on this travel charger that folds up. And as well as getting that Qi 2.2 25 watts charging, it also has that Cryo Boost fan built in that should cool the actual surface area while it's charging your phone. Because the cooler the surface area, the more efficient the charging is going to be. Heat and charging don't go together too well. So I went to the TCL booth and I saw probably one of the biggest TVs I've ever seen. It was 163 inches, 4K, And what was cool about this TV was it wasn't just one panel as you would have at the TVs at home. It was modular, so it was made up of multiple different panels. This is quite good because if one of the panels was to get, for example, pixel damage, or if it was just to get damaged in general, you don't have to throw away the whole screen. You can actually just pop out that panel, replace it with a new one, and the screen's fully working. Although that sounds great, it's probably super expensive, and I can't see it being something in a consumer market just yet for people to be regularly buying in their houses. But when it does come, and the time will come, I think it will be pretty cool. Some other stuff I saw was robots that could recognize you and talk to you, AR and VR glasses where you could see stuff through the screen, record from the screen, and use the side functions to actually control what's on the screen, which were also very nice. A smartphone that had an ink display, so it's great for a visual detox to get away from all them colors, let your eyes just rest, and it's perfect if you're someone who likes to read ebooks or jot some notes down. And another thing I saw was the ultra wide gaming monitors by TCL. The TCL booth had some really good tech, and I can't wait to see what they come out with. So putting aside the tech, the products, the brands, all the cool futuristic stuff at IFA, still have to say the highlight of the trip was meeting other creators. Some creators I've known for 4 or 5 years, just haven't got the chance to meet them face to face, and I would class them as some of my close friends. Other creators I met there at the event, but I knew of them online, obviously watching them on YouTube, which was pretty cool. And then we had this big dinner, which about 13 of us got together, and that really made the whole experience really special. And here I am, making iPhone 17 content for you. Now, something I realized during this recent trip to Berlin was being surrounded by other tech creators and far more successful tech creators with far larger channels than mine is, seeing how they run their channel, seeing if there's anything I can implement to my channel to make it run more smooth. And it really gave me a push of motivation to see where I can take my channel in the future. Now, when it comes to IFA Berlin, am I going to go next year? Definitely. But what's going to happen next year is I'm going to be far more prepared and I'll know what to expect. So the outcome should be even better. I know this video was a little bit more different to what you usually expect on this channel. And we are going to go back to iPhone 17 content very soon. And if you did make it this far, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet and I earned your subscription, hit the subscribe button down below because every subscriber matters. Share this video with your friends and family. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Have a great day and I'll catch you on the next one. Check. Is this thing on?